Thank you. So the president signs the bill Friday. Lot potentially riding on the success or failure of this relief bill for both the president and also Democrats in Congress who passed it, including Representative Krishnamoorthi from Illinois, who joins us now. Congressman, thanks for your time. Great to see you. Beyond these checks that are going out soon, which element of this package do you think will have the biggest impact immediately?
Well, immediately there's going to be an extension of unemployment benefits for about 11 million people who are going to see those benefits expiring on Sunday, Joe. And so those folks are going to see their benefits extended till about September. But on top of that, there's going to be a large infusion into state and local governments. That's a particular provision that I helped to usher or spearhead through the Oversight Committee on which I sit. And that will help to prevent tax hikes and service cuts. 1.4 million workers have already been laid off, many of them first responders, and we can't afford to lay off any more, Joe, as we fight the virus.
Well, that money is a point of contention, as you know, for a lot of people. It's too much for critics, and we talked, in fact, with Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn last night. Here's a clip from that. We'll get your reaction right after.
It really is the Biden blue state bailout. $350 billion to bail out blue states and cities. It is not the responsibility of taxpayers in Tennessee or other states to be paying for New York and California and Illinois.
Congressman, it's a common thread. Convince people this is the right way to go.
Golly gee, I respectfully disagree with Senator Blackburn. You know, I have Republican mayors in my own district who have called me, texted me, emailed me, saying that, look, our sales tax revenues have declined. Our convention business has dried up. We need help to make sure that we avoid further service cuts or tax hikes. With regard to her complaint that it's somehow a blue state bailout, that's nonsense. The 6 states with the highest tax declines or tax revenue declines include Florida, Texas, North Dakota, and Alaska, all of whom will benefit. This is an American problem, Joe, and that's why it deserves an American solution. And I'm so happy that it's getting passed in the way it has.
What about the other complaint that there's money left over from previous relief bills, and this one wasn't focused enough?
Oh, they know the reason why that previous money can't help, for instance, those Republican mayors in my district. They can't use that money except in very certain prescribed ways. And yet what they're seeing is a drop in tax revenue induced by the pandemic. And when there's a drop in that revenue, they can't replace that revenue with any of the previous monies that were appropriated by Congress. And that's why we had to have this appropriation the way we did this time.
So the next big package, Congressman, looks like it'll focus on infrastructure. The early numbers I've heard about anyway on this could potentially reach the $2 trillion mark as well. How do we pay for all of this?
Well, this is something that we're going to have to come to some agreement on. I think there are various ways to pay for it. But the main point is that our infrastructure needs a huge upgrade right now, because if we don't upgrade it, our economy is going to continue to be less competitive with the Chinese economy, but also European and other countries. And so this is a must. And I think we can do this on a bipartisan basis, Joe.
All right, we will see going forward. Illinois Congressman Krishnamurthi, it's great to see you again. Thanks for your time.